What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Far Rock 22M, aka Infamous Owen, infamous underscore Owen on IG. Just realized the camera could have been a little bit more cleaner, so I had to, wipe it down real quick. But yeah, the message is right now, when you on your come up, when you focus, there's always going to be distractions. And I've said this before, but I'm starting to learn that sometimes you got to create your own lanes. And when I say create your own lanes, you got to figure out a way to create something for yourself that separates yourself from the rest. And that takes a lot of work. And when I mean, like, how can I say? Think outside the box is what I'm saying. In so many words, try to think outside the box. Try to create something for yourself that people can't just try to take over or figure out right away. You know what I'm saying? Or if you do, just be consistent in what you do, even if it's something simple. I tell you, man, people always going to try to want your spot. But the problem is, right, people don't know what it takes to get to your spot. You work hard for something, you build something. And people don't understand that the footwork, the amount of work that you go through to accomplish what you do. And people think they could just wither all in and try to, take over what's yours. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy is that heavy as the head that wears the crown. Like, you have people, I remember back in the days, right? You had people in the streets, can't say no names or whatever, I'm not. But you had people that would really go out there, rob connects, do all kinds of craziness. And it's like, okay, you robbed the connect, but what you gonna do after that? Where you gonna get your supply from? There's only but so many people you could rob. And word gets out that you out here robbing people, how many people is gonna want to deal with you after that? Because, snake is a snake. You know what I'm saying? So it's only but so far you could go with certain things. But it's like, you can easily just establish a good relationship, hustle your shit, and still get your money. But you're burning all kind of bridges just to try to keep up with some people, that don't even fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if you're doing something good or if you focus on something, try to keep it to yourself. Now, I know it's hard not to. We all want to brag. We all want to tell people like, yo, what you up to and what you want to. But let me tell you something, man. Just do it. Don't tell nobody. Just keep doing it and let the results show. Now, I say this, right? There's a couple of things that I've done, even on the internet, where it is like people know what I do. They know I grow my butt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I don't regret exposing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But if I was to tell anybody, like especially somebody who's younger than me, you can put it out, but I wouldn't recommend it until the work is done. You dig what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that, come with a craft that you build. And a lot of people, like I said, want your spot, but they don't know how to take it. They can't take it. And that's what I'm saying. When you create something for yourself, like when I did Real Time Package, funny thing, right? Nobody had that idea until me and my homeboy started doing it. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm starting to see flyers and websites at the Rikers Island, bus stop and things like that. It is what it is, but you know what? I'm not mad because when you look up Google and you look up anything like that, my shit was the first one to come up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I wasn't worried about it. People was coming to us first. We did it first. But what I'm saying is that you got to create something that, people going to have to work hard to try to compete with you on. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get confused, even with the bud thing. I know for sure, like, it's a job. It's a job. People, sit there and say, oh, nah, you grow weed. Weed ain't nothing. It's a weed. It's a weed. It's a weed. All right. You think like that and treat it like such, you're going to get the results as such. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're going to get. Like, if you think like that, that's the results you're going to get. So, but when you treat it as, nah, I love this plant, you know, I love this plant, I want to get to know this plant, then you understand. You know what I'm saying? Then you understand. And that's the thing. You cannot grow. And the thing is, I try to explain to people who even think about coming into this with the weed thing, as far as growing it, I let them know, don't try to grow for profit. You know what I'm saying? Money comes, money goes. But once you learn to love this plant, it's a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? But do not try to grow for profit. I mean, people do. Of course, there's big corporations that do. But what I'm saying is that you gotta love this plant. And when I tell people that, they don't get it. Only the growers get it. You know what I'm saying? Only the growers understand this. But it is what it is. I'm gonna end this in a minute. I'm trying to find my car. And you know, sometimes you have that little thing you forget where you park shit. But yeah. But like I said, that was just an example. You know, but I created a spot that if you want it, you're gonna have to work hard to get it. And that's not like I'm trying to compete. You dig what I'm saying? And that be the crazy thing. A lot of times people want what's yours and you're not even trying to compete with them. Ain't that funny? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even in competition with people, but in their minds, when you create a lane or when you do something outrageous or it's just your time, people automatically want to compete with you. That I find weird. You know what I'm saying? I find that very weird. But like I said, I'm not the only one growing weed, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm saying is this, right? I wasn't the first to do it, and I'm not the last to do it. But I know that a lot of people won't take the initiative to even try. You dig? Like, you know, I'm 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care to even smoke it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I have peace in this craft and finding, like I said, new information. I find it fun. It's very peaceful. It's a hobby. Or at least I'm making it into a hobby. And I tell people, man, you know, you should try it. It don't really cost much. You're definitely going to pay to play, though. Especially if you want to get some good results or decent results. I mean, I know the results I got is decent or great, you know what I'm saying? But they probably could be better, I'm sure. But I tell people, listen, don't be afraid to jump out of the window. It's absolutely fun. It's a learning thing, you know. Don't throw away your tent just because your first grow wasn't so successful. You know what I'm saying? It comes along with the game. Some people have a great grow, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I know my first grow could have been better, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stressing that. I made it better the second one, but my second one I caught bud rot. I was fighting humidity this summer for dear life, man. That shit was crazy, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. But what I'm saying is that people are always going to try to want your spot. And I said it before, people want to see you do good. There's some people that want to see you do great, but not better than them. Not better than them. You know what I'm saying? You could get ahead and, you know what I'm saying, be a little, you know, dingy or whatever next to a fly nigga. You start getting some fly shit. That fly nigga might start looking at you funny. You know what I'm saying? Might start saying little sideline jokes. Oh, you look prettier than me, nigga. But in reality, they probably looking at you like a threat. And it's crazy. I don't know, man. Like, it's funny that everybody feels like they should have the light on them all the time. And I say the light, like, you know, the light of being lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in a time has a time to be lit. And I'm glad when people embrace it. But then you have people that's like, why him? Why her? You know, what the fuck is so special about her? I got this, I got that. I mean, I don't know what the... That's like, come on, man. You serious? But that's what it is, man. Some people want to be in the limelight all day, like I said. And when it's your time, they're going to want your spot. So just learn how to keep certain things to yourself. But when it's time to shine, fucking shine on these bitch ass niggas. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, keep in mind, there are vultures out there. There are people pocket watching. There's people who don't want you to win. And you got to be aware of that. You got to be conscious of that. And just try to pick out the signs. Pick out the slick talk. You know, it is what it is. But yo, y'all take it easy. Like, share, subscribe. Donate if you can. Sandman O at Cash App. That's SANDMANO, Cash App. But most importantly, like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.